New York Rangers prospect Gabe Perreault has been lighting up college hockey so far this season. He is clearly one of the biggest steals, if not the biggest steal of the 2023 NHL draft. So we're going to kind of take a look at how he's done so far this season. And spoiler alert, it has been amazing. So we'll take a look at kind of how he's done, as well as take a look at one prospect in particular who was taken a couple picks before Gabe Perreault in this year's draft. Kind of talking about how that guy has done so far this year, because he is kind of one of the clear signs that Gabe Perreault should have gone a lot higher than he actually did. So starting off here, taking a look at Gabe Perreault himself, what he's done so far this season. He has an astounding 24 games played, 10 goals, 29 assists for 39 points. He has 39 points in 24 games played as an 18-year-old in college hockey at the D1 level, playing in one of the better conferences in all of college hockey as well. It's not like he's in some, kind of crappy conference playing a bunch of bum teams like that. He is playing some of the best teams night in and night out in all of college hockey, playing against 20, 21, 22, 23, get an odd 24-year-old sometimes, 19-year-old, like just all guys that are older than him for the most part as well. And he has been dominating against them. So that is clearly saying something about how talented he is. Obviously, yes, he does have some very good line mates, but he is leading his team in points. So it's not like he's kind of getting carried by a couple of superstars on his line. He is that superstar on his line, kind of really just making a bunch of plays happen. He has a just dynamic passing. He is an elite passer. His playmaking skills are through the roof. His vision is amazing. I mean, this guy has some of the filthiest passes you will see. And because of those amazing passes, the great vision, the dynamic playmaking skills overall, I do think that one day at the NHL level, he could truly be a dynamic kind of threat on the power play, as well as being a true kind of top line talent. I mean, you take a look at a guy like Panarin, for example. I mean, Panarin's not on the ice to play some good defense, right? He's not out there to do that. He's out there to create some scoring chances and score some goals. And that is exactly what Gabe Perreault does. He creates chances with his playmaking skills, his vision, his hands, his overall just great hockey IQ. He knows where to be and where people are going to be because he's just that smart of a player. So obviously, the two-way game might not be the best, but that's not what you worry about when you have a guy as talented as Gabe Perreault is offensively. But taking a look here at what he's done over his last 5 and 10 games played. Over the last 5, he has 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points, a +6. He is on fire. And guess what? In 10 games played, he has 8 goals, 13 assists, 21 points, and is a +15. In his last 10 games played, he is on absolute fire. Next up here, taking a look at where Gabe Perreault's Boston College Eagles ranks among all NCAA D1 level teams. Right now, they are in first place with an 18-4-1 record. The second place team, North Dakota, they're 18-6-2. And the third place team is actually the other Boston school, Boston University, with a 16-6-1 record. So overall, obviously, these are not like standings-wise. These are kind of rankings. And obviously, being in the top spot right now, Gabe Perreault is definitely a big part of the reason why they're up there, and they have been truly one of the best teams, most dominant teams so far this year in college hockey. So really seeing them up there is no surprise at all. They are a great team, and Gabe Perreault is definitely a huge reason on why they are ranked as the top team in all of college hockey right now. Next up here, taking a look at the points per game leaders among all D1 men's hockey players. At the college level, you have in first place there Rucker McGroarty from Michigan with 20 games played, having a 1.7 points per game. He's a sophomore. He is 1 year older than Gabe Perreault, who was in second place with 24 games played, a 1.62 points per game. Not too bad at all. Rucker's got another year of experience and just overall a year older, so Gabe being right behind him there is not too bad at all. And in third place, you have the projected first overall pick for the 2024 NHL Draft, Macklin Celebrini from Boston University, their Boston school there. So not too bad. He is a 1.61 points per game. So right behind Gabe there, not too far back at all. Then taking a look, though, at the overall points leaders among all D1 men's hockey players, you have Massimo Rizzo, who is currently in first place, having 27 games played there, 43 points, not too bad at all. He's a junior, though, from Denver. He's in his third year of college hockey. His teammate is in second place there, 27 games played, 40 points. And then in third place, though, you have, of course, Gabe Perreault from the Boston College Eagles with only 24 games played. So they have 3 more games played than Gabe Perreault does, and he has 39 points. So Gabe has a much better points per game than those guys. So Gabe, with those games in hand, could probably catch them in points. So overall, not too bad at all. Gabe is one of the top players in all of college hockey right now and has truly been one of the most dominant and just overall best players at the D1 level, which is definitely a very nice thing to see. But next up here, though, taking a look at the prospect that I was kind of talking about, who's taken a couple spots ahead of Gabe Perreault, And that player is Charlie Strmell from the Minnesota Wild. He was taken with the 21st overall pick in the 2023 NHL Draft, and 2 spots later was Gabe Perreault, taken by the New York Rangers with the 23rd overall pick. So obviously, so far, I think right now it's pretty clear Minnesota has made a pretty big mistake. I mean, Charlie could definitely still be a pretty solid NHLer one day, but right now he's definitely not doing near, like not even close to as good as Gabe Perreault. He's a center/right winger, 6'3", 223 pounds. Like I said, a first rounder from this year's draft. Born in Minnesota, so kind of a hometown guy, so that's pretty cool there, I guess, for them. But he's already 19 years old, turning 20 in October. So he's definitely getting up there in age. Is a bit older than Gabe, which is definitely not ideal for the Minnesota Wild there. But he's a big kind of center, obviously, so that's kind of good for them. But he only has 21 games played, 3 goals, 4 assists for 7 points. That is not great. And compare that to a guy like Gabe, who was taken two spots later and has a lot more upside, obviously, is, a decent amount younger as well, though it's, not a full year even. It's still, a decent amount younger. I think overall, Minnesota right now has clearly made a pretty big mistake, leaving Gabe Perreault to us, which is obviously looking like an absolute steal. And it's really seeming like the steal of the draft so far. So we'll see what happens there. Obviously, down the road, a guy like Charlie Strmell can definitely get a whole lot better. But right now, things are definitely looking a lot better for the New York Rangers with their draft pick. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please smash the like button. Don't forget to comment down below your guys' thoughts on Gabe Perreault, because he has truly been just amazing at the college level so far this season. I'll catch you in the next one, and don't forget to subscribe for daily New York Rangers content.